Adol, we've entered the region known as the Cicatrix. What heading should we take from here, though?
I concur. The reflecting pool showed us these very waters. Not to mention that man.
Holy crap on a stick!
Adol! Dead ahead! Off the bow!
An aurora! It's gigantic!
That's not all! Look just below it!
Seems to be an island of some kind.
Adol, it must be the one.
Aye aye!
It's gotten real cold all of a sudden. The topography in this part of the sea feels a lot more complex, too.
These are fjords, said to have been shaped by glacial erosion in bygone times. Their drifting flows and unpredictable weather leave the region devoid of much human activity.
Well, all the same, everybody should bundle up and keep warm as we sail through.
Good call. Any one of us could wind up sick. Anyone but Gren, that is.
Let me guess. You're trying to say I'm too slow to catch a cold? Well, fine. We'll see who's laughing when this goofball's the only one not cooped up in bed. Hey, Karja! Recognize me? Say something, will ya? Shoot. No luck. Okay, on to plan B. Kichi kichi dow!
I get that you're worried about her, but tickling is off limits. Each of us needs to pull their weight right now. So quit wasting time and come do your share of the work.
You're right. Okay, leave it to me, Rosa.
And here I expected the events at the throne to leave everyone discouraged. These children truly are tenacious.
We're just offshore of the mysterious island! It's beautiful. And yet, somewhat unsettling at the same time. What a curious place.
We're making port over there, right, Adol?
Sounds like a plan. Let's get ready to drop bang. Kerr? Huh?
And it's gone.
But why? How?
Everyone, off the starboard stern!
Are you freaking kidding me?
Well, there's a kick in the head. The whole thing just up and moved, Aurora and all.
I don't understand.
Right.
Not again! It's like a mirage.
Bifrost.
Bifrost. That's the name of the illusory sea from Norman myth, no? Legends claim it exists between this world and the next. Nibelhill. Is there truth to that?
I couldn't say. This would be the first I've seen of it. But to think it would appear in Obelia Gulf.
Consider the way that island vanishes whenever we draw near, though. Do we know for sure it actually exists? Adol. You're right. We shouldn't just give up.
Okay, let's pick up the pace!
Damn! I really thought we had it!
If third time wasn't the charm, I'm not too hopeful about the fourth and fifth.
What is it, Rosa? ship?
Judging by its distinctive shape and, above all, the size. Leela!
Yes. That is Rollo's Ark. I'm certain of it.
You did mention earlier that one of them had vanished without a trace.
Like as not. But for what reason is it here?
What do you mean? Can't you tell? It showed up to give the Sandras a warm welcome.
Into the next world, you mean?
Don't even start! You'll jinx it into existence!
Actually, Gren may just have the right of it.
He does. Wait, the Ark. It's slowly drifting in our direction!
So it is.
Ha! That'll teach you to doubt me.
Rollo. But why?
Off the port side! It's the Balta Sea Force!
Pick a worse time, why don't they?
Jarl Grimson.
How do you like that?
Fire!
Now! Fire the cannons! Fire!
Not done yet!
Fire! Let's go! Take the shot! Take the shot!
How do you like that?
Enemy fleet neutralized!
Yeesh. You sure put up a fight.
Just be glad that we sent them packing.
Agreed. It's for a fact that we just engaged the Sea Force's first flotilla. But Jarl Grimson's flagship, the Norgest, was nowhere to be seen.
Dead ahead! Another ship is emerging from behind the Ark!
A surprise attack from the Norgest! So the entire first flotilla was only a decoy? All hands, stay alert! The real battle's yet to come!
Winds, empower us!
Take the shot!
Blast them! Fire!
Fire the cannons!
Now!
Fire the cannons!
Blast them!
We're being targeted.
Winds, empower us!
Fire the cannons!
Fire!
Fire the cannons!
The Norgest has gone silent.
Booyah!
I don't think it can go anywhere fast after taking all that damage. Jarl Grimson.
The Ark!
Seeing one up close truly puts into perspective how enormous they are.
They were constructed that way to deliver not only humans, but also flora and fauna from the flood. What's more, I suspect that this is the selfsame Ark Rollo himself had ridden. Yes, let's. Rollo went missing upon this very Ark. With luck, it will contain some indication of what befell him. Just so, Rollo's private quarters should be someplace within. If there are indeed any clues left behind, that is where we will find them. Rollo housed a multitude of flora and fauna within his ark. This section of it was presumably used to accommodate them. Rollo harbored much regret over the countless lives he claimed in the past. I imagine he wished to redress those wrongs, even during the Great Calamity.
Well, ain't that noble of him? Didn't realize his hull held so much history. Not that I give a picker's ass one way or another.
Grimson.
Well, if it ain't my however many greats, Granny and La Leela, you're looking fresh-faced yourself, Adol. You know, I held out a sliver of hope that the throne would tie this up with a neat little bow. Turned out to be a bust, though, eh? You expected me to go down with the ship? Not before I get what I'm after. Now hand over Rollo back there. What's this? Old Grand sealed consciousness away or something? Won't do much good, aside from delaying the inevitable. Soon enough, she'll brush that seal off and strew disaster out every which way.
Karja is a living memento of Ilena. You ought to be cherishing her, if anything.
Karja is in Rollo's clutches now. Doesn't end with her either. That whore son robbed Ilena of her life, and her dream along with it. How's Warg holding up?
Never stood a chance. He's off on that one-way trip to Harside in Walhalla now.
I see. Well, good on him. It's been a long 10 years of us tearing up the battlefield together.
Your nose is running.
Huh?
Drop the tough act, Grimson. Every time you try to choke back tears, they just come out in sniffles and snot instead.
Pah! Shut your gob.
Stings, don't it? Making it all the way to Britae, just to have one of our own stab us in the back. Gods blind me. Just how long do we have to keep these plundering expeditions up? Even I've had more than I can stomach.
How long? Try forever. Losing our homeland to the dire winter drove us Normans into eking by on what we can loot for over a century. Can't well think of any other way we can live this late in the game.
Why not make one for yourself then? A new homeland, that is.
Huh? Who the devil are you? Take whatever you're peddling and beat it. Can't you tell a couple of chewed-up, shat-out warriors when you see them?
My name is Ilena. Ilena Balta. I was raised here in Karnak, but my veins run with the blood of Normans. On that note, how would you like to be my shield brother?
Your what? I wrote the lass off as a nutcase. Didn't humor her one bit at the start. But she just kept coming back to see me. That day, the next, and every day after. I learned that her father had gone off to Walhalla during an expedition. For us Norman warriors, being Walhalla bound's the highest honor there is. But after losing her dear old dad, she didn't find the idea all too compelling.
What good is Walhalla if it means leaving everyone else behind in a living Nibelhell?
From then on, Ilena attempted to put a fleet of her own together. We Normans had become sea-going brigands after the dire winter forced us off our native land. So Ilena wanted to find us a place where we could live in peace, without discrimination. But try as she did to muster some allies to the cause, no one gave her so much as a sidelong glance. At first, I'd only stuck around to kill time while my wounds closed up. Back then, Karnak was packed to the brim with Norman expeditioners. Ilona played it slow and steady, calling out to every ear she could bend to. Sure enough, she started gathering up a group of supporters, one member at a time. Some had grown weary of fighting, while others longed for untouched frontiers. By the time we built up Balta Island as the hub of our voyage to find a new homeland, I realized that seeing Ilona's dream through had become my own. But then... planting roots in new soil and making a life as new Normans. That was the dream she envisioned.
Grimson.
Now you know why I'm so bent on putting Rolo under the dirt. That's the least I can do to honor the woman whose ambitions outlived her. After what happened to Ilona, I could see from a Cremelia away that Karja might be targeted as her next blood relative. How the Trident didn't recognize Karja as Rolo's descendant, though, is beyond me.
Could it be? Did you purposefully foster Rolo's return in order to defeat him? Was that your reason for sending Karja out on the Sandras?
Go ahead. Call me a failure of a father. I'll just take it in stride.
How could you?
Adol, it wasn't right, the way we made our problems into yours. But it won't be much longer now. We're putting an end to this whole kit and caboodle. She did, huh? Makes sense. When it comes down to it, I was never much of a parent to her. But since that day, I've sunk everything I've got to give into paving my way here. The point of no return's long gone now.
Karja? She regained consciousness on her own?
What do you know? Turns out just one punch won't cut it. 2 or 3 ought to do the trick. Ah, who am I kidding? Let's go 10.
Back to your senses, are ya? Sorry to say, though, it ain't gonna change what I gotta do.
Fine by me. You've got my back, right, Shield brother? Good answer. Time to hold up to your promise.
Well, say your goodbyes, Rolo. Here! What?
It broke through!
I'll chop you in half! This one's gonna hurt! I'll chop you in half!
Blast off! Out!
You two are really hanging in there. Question is, how long can we keep it up?
Dodge this!
I'll chop you in half!
Pulverize!
Save this for you!
Well, this is around what I expected. Too bad it's also the most you can handle. About time you breathed your last, Rolo.
Crimson's not playing around. I'm getting pretty pissed off over here. You better be ready to eat those words!
This one's gonna hurt.
Dodge this!
gotta do to achieve your dream?
Get over yourself and face me, Crimson!
I'll chop you in half! This one's gonna hurt!
Dodge this!
To end this! It broke through! What? Crumble! Switch! Blast off!
I'll chop you in half!
Out! Blade! Pierce through!
Hey! There's a lot more where that came from. Did we get him?
Not too shabby. Gotta say, the years are really catching up to me. But the thing is, I'm in too deep to go down and out.
Such speed!
Grimson.
Flamey, did those cuffs just...
You're... It can't be.
Ilona, is that you?
It's always the same with you, isn't it? Can't communicate with others worth squat, yet you'll bust your butt to the bone for them.
What?
Mom?
Yep, that's me. It's been too long.
All this time, you were the shackles of mana binding these two together? By what means?
I don't really have a grasp on it myself. Save that it's allowed me to watch over my daughter, my Karja, this whole way through.
You've been... watching?
As for you, Grimson... I could swear I said not to torment yourself over me. So why is it that I find you crossing blades with our little girl?
Ilona.
You aren't the one at fault, and neither is Karja, needless to say. You didn't just support my dream. You ran yourself ragged to help me achieve it. It just so happened that a few teensy little mishaps piled up from there. Am I wrong?
Teensy little mishaps? Now if that ain't the understatement of the century.
Rather than standing against Karja, you ought to be standing beside her. That's what a father does, am I wrong? Karja, this is one cruel destiny I've saddled you with. You won't hear me apologize, though. Not just because it wasn't my fault, but because it would mean regretting my bringing you into this world, and that wouldn't sit right with me. Worst of all, it would be spitting on the life you've been striving so hard to lead.
Right.
So, instead of asking forgiveness, I'll be giving you all the support I can. Now, and forever.
I don't even know what to say. Thank you for saving me.
Just look at how much you've grown. Adol? Sorry. You're the one who deserves an apology. What with the way I roped you into this mess. That said, I'm glad it was you who happened upon Leela's shell. Something tells me you would have lent a hand even without my meddling. On that note, what do you say to becoming our son-in-law? You'd make a fine Norman. Huh? I'm only joking. For the most part. Seems my time's up. I'll go with a smile, though. It's not often you get to speak from beyond the grave.
Not so fast.
Grimson, maybe try not to forget my parting words so quickly this time, The rest is up to you, Karja. Go get him.
Right. Mom.
What sheer force of will.
Huh?
It would seem those shackles are a manifestation of Ilena's resolve.
How did that even happen?
The reason her will has assumed physical form is unknown to me. Perhaps it would have been possible with the power of the Sea King's throne, but...
I see. Hey! Grimson! What now? You still looking to fight?
The mood's past. Reckon I'll take some good long puffs and mull things over.
Let's move on ahead, Adol. Aye. Wouldn't want to embarrass ourselves in front of her now, would we? All right. Let's get back to searching for Rollo's room. I'm not about to sit around waiting for a savior. Better to carve your own path forward.
Karja, your fortitude never ceases to amaze me.
What's this room? It's sparse, to say the least.
While that may be so, I do believe this is Rollo's personal cabin. The man would always furnish his quarters with only the barest of necessities.
Wait a sec. Have you never been in this ark before, Leela?
The two of us were not in each other's company from the deluge onward. Rollo was hastening to ensure the safety of all in his realm, be they man, beast, or vegetation. At that same time, I was fully preoccupied with keeping the three generals at bay. We entrusted our daughter, Lana, to one of Rollo's men. After which...
Huh. Not what I would have guessed.
Indeed. Sadly, that was the last and final time I ever saw her either.
Must have left you at a real loss. What say we turn this place inside out then? Maybe it'll help us fill in a few blanks.
Karja... I would appreciate that.
Oh, lucky me! Is this a hand-drawn sea chart?
Yes, it appears to map out the cicatrix.
What's this X for? Comes with a note, too. The unconscious path where the rainbow meets the northern lights. First thing that springs to mind is that island that keeps running away from us. The rainbow and unconscious path parts, on the other hand, have me lost. Maybe we're better off heading for wherever that X marks instead of racking our brains into mush. Aye, and going by this map, it doesn't look all that far from here.
Indeed, your words may very well ring true.
All right, then it's settled. Let's circle back to the Sandras and set sail on the double.
There are ice floes drifting all over the place. Mind that they don't touch the hull, please.
You do hear countless tales of ships colliding with them and sinking.
It's like they say, nature's as beautiful as it is cruel. Stay on the alert, Adol. Now!
Ah! It's so blustery!
mystery!
Nobody better fall overboard!
Looks like we can land there. Wanna check it out?
Yes.
Ha ha!
Now then.
Hey, sure. Sure. Now that you guys have given me the push I needed, I won't lie to myself ever again. Let's get out there and pursue our dreams!
Adol, and Karja as well. Only you alone can determine your own fates. I pray you'll allow me to see them through to the end. Yes. Yes.
just about does it.
I have to keep facing forward, the way my little girl had done. Adol, Karja, thank you both.
Huh? What's that over there?
Whoa! There sure are some amazing creatures out there.
Not even I've ever seen that before.
Huh? Where'd that thing even come from? Guess we can't observe it anymore. Darn. Yeah.
Together as one! Blast off! Blast off! How's that? Blast off! Crumble! Crumble!
What did I do to deserve this?
Now!
How do you like that?
Now!
Now!
Fire! Fire!
Now! Fire!
How'd you like this?
Chew on this!
Suck on this!
Blast him! Fire!
Sacred weapon, go!
Now!
Take the shot!
Got what's coming to him! Blast off!
Does it! Does it!
Blast off! How's that? Here goes!
Does it!
Blast off! Here goes!
Does it!
How's this?
This may be of value.
Weapon, go! Fire! How do you like that? Suck on this!
Take the shot!
Fire!
Chew on this!
Now! Suck on this!
Good.
Step right up! Form up! Team up! Blast off!
Skater! Switch out! Take this! You ready? Take this! You ready? Heads up! Eat this! You ready? Heads up! You ready? Ready? Take this! And some safety for ya! Here I go! Safety for ya! Safety for ya! Safety for ya! Heads up! Safety for ya! Here I go! Heads up!
Switch blade! Here's through! Like a diva!
Dodge this!
Take this!
Dodge this!
Blast off! Form up!
Dodge this!
Seems you don't value your life!
Dodge this!
Blast off! They broke through!
Dodge this!
Blast off!
Dodge this!
Blast off! How's that? Crumble!
Inconceivable! How could I lose again?
That takes care of that!
Never heard of a creature like that before. Better jot it down in my notebook.
If memory serves, there was an island with an interesting name here in the Rogue Sea.
That would be Giant's Hand Island. I always found the moniker curious myself. Perhaps.
What is it, Easer?
Oh, I was merely thinking that this area was once part of the Duchy of Norgard. So it could have been named after the race of giants that appear in Norman legends.
We've seen a lot of runestones, too. Guess the Normans have more roots here than I figured.
To think that the arcs he built would lead us to where we are at this very moment. Just the thought of it alone is enough to fill my heart with gratitude.
Yep. All right. Yep.
That takes care of that!
Full speed ahead!
Make a fool out of me, will ya? Well, I'll make you into driftwood!
See how you fancy this? Fire the cannons! Take the shot! Right on the mic!
Suck on this!
Now! Chew on this! Chew on this!
Fire!
Now!
Fire!
Fire!
Now!
Chew on this!
Blast them!
Fire! Whoopsie! That's just plain dangerous.
Fire the cannons!
Now! The ship's in bad shape.
We're in a bad way.
Here's one with your name on it!
Fire the cannons!
How do you like that?
Blast them!
Now! How do you like that?
Fire!
Chew on this!
Fire! Blast them!
Now! Fire the cannons!
Whoa! Is it me, or is the ship getting swept away?
That would be the Rogue Sea's currents at work. They're awfully frigid, but anything you catch here is said to be especially delicious.
Yes, these waters are replete with nutrients, and fish pass through them often.
Captain Karja Balta! Would Captain Karja Balta please come to the sick bay immediately?
Sheesh, what's the deal, Mirabelle? I'm busy here.
None of that now, Missy. You promised you would get regular checkups, remember? Look, you're growing flushed again already. Rolo and the Berserker state are clearly taking their toll on your body. Avoid overexerting and get plenty of rest. I'll be back shortly with a warm drink for you.
Right. Thanks. I don't stand a chance against her.
Lady Iluna, founder of the Balta Sea Force. I would have loved to meet her.
Did you look anything like your mother, Karja? The way you do with Leela?
Don't ask me. Only impression I got is that we're worlds apart, personality-wise. Still, it was a real breath of fresh air watching her chew Grimson out. Can't say the same about her asking Adol to be her son-in-law, though.
Son-in-law?
How did that happen? Details, now! What are you two getting all up in arms about?
Rolo. Those humongous arcs he built ended up saving lives by, well, the boatload. At first, I'd written him off as just some mind-blowingly ruthless thug. No offense.
Think nothing of it. What you speak is the truth. However, once freed from the malice, there was no man more pure-hearted and compassionate. His kingly duties kept him exceedingly busy, yet he always made time for me and our daughter. And in sleep, his harsh countenance would soften into that of a child. My darling roly-poly. Perhaps I've said too much.
So, even spirits can get all lovey-dovey.
showtime, Karja!
Dodge this!
Not done yet!
Dodge this!
Blast off! Form up! Crumble! How's this? How's this?
See how you fancy this?
I hope the hull's okay.
That was some serious firepower.
Frickin' A! I just saw it happen, and I still can't believe it!
So this is what Leela's mana can do for our attacks. Pretty wild stuff. Mana from the ocean's deepest depths. No way a human would be able to handle it.
A mana wielder such as yourself can recognize as much. My power is nothing so extraordinary, however. What matters most right now is what we're able to accomplish with it.
Yes, let's hurry onward. Miss Carter's safety depends on it.
Past here is the Marine Triangle. That crag seems to mark the boundary.
Oh, I've got an idea. Let's give it a name like they did with Dolphin Rock.
Another lame brain suggestion. But hey, don't let me stop you.
Reminds me of the games we'd play back at the Youth Brigade.
A blessing from our divine
Let's
master.
see. It was round, so let's go with Dumpling Rock.
It also had a smooth surface, so why not Glossy Rock?
You guys still trying to think of a name for that crag from earlier?
I've got it! How about Jellyfish Rock?
Huh. I can see that.
Mm-hmm. It's cute and fitting. A fine name indeed. As it so happens, the area around that crag is a jellyfish breeding ground.
Ooh, seems we have Leela's seal of approval too.
Good work, everybody. I'll go ahead and jot that down on our nautical charts.
Yep.
Yeah.
Get hype! Adol, Karja, I'm going to follow my own path. And as the Youth Brigade's bestest pals, you'd better be there to witness it.
Aye.
You've opened my eyes to something irreplaceably precious. Thank you.
Adol! Karja! Come back and play again sometime, okay?
Maybe this world isn't worth giving up on after all. Keep shining out there, kid.
Yes.
Yeah.
I feel as though I've finally managed to face Miss Kaja as an equal. Thank you, Adol. Truly.
Hmm.
Good for you!
Hmm. Nah.
Sure.
Thanks to you, I can finally understand why my sister did what she did. That's why I plan to follow her lead, and... well, just keep looking out for me, okay?
Now, gosh! Thank you, everyone. I always have all of you to lean on. Let's keep doing our best, side by side. Not just for each other, but for ourselves, too.
Let's see...
Notebook entry complete. Let me know when you find something new.
I see something over there. Let's see.
Lovely!
That takes care of that! Must be my lucky day, run.
That just about does it.
Never heard of a creature like that before. Better jot it down in my notebook.
I'm gonna keep giving it my all from here on. Not for my dad, but for myself. Thanks, you two.
My goodness, what fun that was! So long as there are those like yourselves around. Let's keep our spirits high and press onward, shall we?
Aye.
Hey! Still don't know if I did the right things, but I think I can start moving forward now. Might not have happened if you guys weren't there for me.
Wonder how Rafe's holding up.
I'm worried for him. But what can you even say to someone in his position?
You guys are totally overthinking it. No way Rafe wants to see us all gloomy and walking on eggshells around him.
Gren, you make a good point, actually.
Bet you anything he'd be all, "Psst, I don't remember asking for anybody's concern. We should just eat our meals together and bicker the way we always do."
You know, Gren, for someone so airheaded, you say the most insightful things at times.
Oh, brother. They should learn to keep their voices down.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
As long as we're together, there's no adventure we can't ride out. Looking forward to it, Adol.
The wind's really whipping up. Keep your wits about you. Yeah. The weather's taking a turn for the worse.
I've got a sinking feeling about this. But that just makes me want to plow on even more. Am I right? Oh, wise Master Adol.
Jeez. I get that you're curious, but at least try to have some restraint.
Looks like we can land there. Wanna check it out?
Together as one! Dodge this! Blast off! Dodge this! Fly away!
Watch out! You ready? Hands up! You ready? Trouble!
Dodge this! What? What? Keep up! Blast off!
Dodge this!
Take this! Switch! Dodge this! Together! Dodge this! Blast off!
Dodge this!
Blast off! Blast off!
Watch out! Dodge this! What? Dodge this!
Blast off!
Dodge this!
Take this! Dodge this! How's that? Dodge this! Dodge this! Blast off! Keep up! Trouble! How's that? Keep up!
Get back on your feet!
Hang in there, Concha!
Messed up.
Hope I'm not too late! Did they get you? Still got some fight in you, right?
I was almost a goner.
Phew!
cured!
I'm cured. Get back on your feet! Think again! Think again! Hang in there, Karja!
Sorry to put you out.
Messed up.
You'll be fine! Too late! Detain tight!
Thanks!
You're kidding.
Hang in there, Karja!
Sorry to put you out.
Messed up.
You'll be fine! Fighting! Detain tight!
I was almost a goner.
There! Good as new!
I'm cured.
Dodge this! Team up!
Blast off!
How's this? Yeah!
Dodge this! Blast off! Team up!
How's this?
Crumble! Hang in there, Karja!
Thanks.
Dodge this! Crumble! Messed up.
Gotta tough it out.
Right?
I was almost a goner. There, all better. Blast off! Crumble! Crumble!
You're kidding.
Get back on your feet.
Thanks.
It broke through!
How's this? Phew! I'm cured!
What? Trouble!
Not here!
Hang in there, Concha!
Sorry to put you out. Switch out! Nice try!
Take that! Trouble! How's this?
You're hidden.
Get back on your feet!
Messed up.
Not looking good.
Thanks! Trouble! Got this! How's this?
You're hidden.
Hang in there, Concha!
Messed up.
They tough it out.
Right? Thanks! Got this! Trouble! Take this! How's this? Take this! Take again! Weak! It broke through! It broke through! That's it! Together as one! Team up! Something's wrong. Out!
Kidding.
Gotta stick it out.
You're looking wobbly.
It broke through! It broke through!
Out!
Keep up!
Not here.
Gotta stick it out. Together as one! Team up! Blast off! Kick again! Team up! Fire in the hole! Go time, Karga! Take the lead! Fire in the hole! Messed up.
Tough it out.
I was almost calling it. Blast off! Trouble! It's time to end this!
Let's sure put our skills to the test.
A quick scan of our sea charts shows we've hit almost every corner of Obelia Gulf now.
My, how the time flies. It feels like we've taken this adventure as far as it can go.
Not to sound insensitive, but despite how it began, I'm glad this journey happened.
Yeah, we started off as just a ragtag bunch of kids. I definitely had my reservations.
Me too. But we've grown so much since then that we're practically different people now.
I'm not about to challenge you on that. But things aren't exactly over and done just yet.
Right. There'll be plenty of time to reminisce after we wrap this up for good. No matter what lies ahead, we'll find a way through it.
This is the eastern region of the Cicatrix. The location marked on Rollo's sea chart is nearby.
Let's prep up and make our way there. You all ready for this, crew?
Ready!
The waves are growing tumultuous.
Steer with care, Adol. We don't want the ship keeling over. That aside, this should be just around where the sea chart was marked.
I beg to differ. The entirety of this region is blanketed in a tremendous amount of mana. What could this mean?
Dead ahead! The unconscious path where the rainbow meets the northern lights.
Hey! Look through the rainbow!
There it is!
Almost makes the rainbow look like a gate.
What a breathtaking sight!
Adol! Set a course over yonder!
Winds, give me strength!
It's huge! Just a little further, and we'll pass right beneath it!
I always thought rainbows were supposed to disappear when you get near them.
Here's hoping this doesn't turn into another game of tag.
Fingers crossed!
What the?
The storm subsided? Look, everyone! The island!
Huh. It actually stayed in place for once.
I've never seen birds like those in Obelia Gulf.
That species. From what I recall, their nesting grounds were swept clean away by the deluge.
Stay the course. We're going ashore on that island. Real picturesque, huh?
Well, Adol, this the island you were aiming for?
Huh? How does that make any sense? You've never even been to this part of the Gulf before, right?
Viewpoint Isle. This is quite a revelation.
So that's what was going on all those times you spaced out. And you say that old-timer told you to bring me here, aye?
Are you sure that's a good idea? I mean, you still have no clue who he actually is.
The more we hear about him, the less he sounds like just your average person.
I may be out of the loop here. But you trust the guy, right, Adol? All those mana tricks you picked up here helped me out too. In a second-hand sort of way. Plus, it's the only lead we've got. If you're willing to take a chance, then so am I.
Miss Kaja.
Well, if there's one thing I know about Adol, it's that he'd never turn his back on an uncanny island like this. So, might as well hit the ground running.
The rest of us will keep the ship on standby. That way, we can flee at a moment's notice if anything goes wrong.
Adol, I ask that you allow me to accompany you. My thanks. The two of you should make sure to prepare thoroughly, for caution's sake.
Are there enemies in store?
Whether they are friend or foe, I cannot say. Only that something of great portent awaits you.
Well, nobody else is on this island except that old-timer, according to Adol. There do seem to be some beasts roaming about, though, so we'll stay on our toes. Doesn't look like anyone's home. Did he leave you a note?
Dear Adol, well done making it to this isle. The final key is your flesh and blood self. Take care not to leave anything behind. I shall await you in the rightful location.
The final key? And this rightful location bit's just as vague. Any idea what they might point to? A sword? Looks pretty dated, but formidable all the same.
Adol, take that sword if you would. I suspect it will prove indispensable moving forward. What was that? The sword from the chest? But why would it...
Eyes up!
It would appear plain that the sword is reacting to that pillar of light. Just what is that area, Adol?
Well, it's bidding us to head up there no matter which way you slice it. We might as well take up the invite. Let's go see what that pillar's about. I've been thinking this since we arrived. But damn, that thing is so huge it's ridiculous.
We'll need to find a way to climb it. Let's proceed with caution.
There it is!
This pillar... It seems to be controlling the vast measures of mana that permeate this isle.
What for, though?
To open the entrance, presumably. As well as to ensure that whatever occurs within will exert no influence on the world without.
Entrance? Where? All I'm seeing is a dead end.
Yes, without question. our beckoner likely awaits us beyond it.
He sure is making a big to-do out of this. What do you think the old-timer's game is here? Aye. Time to roll up our sleeves and step to it.
If I may ask, what sort of person is this elderly gentleman you've been meeting with, Adol? I see.
You said he was able to use mana, right? There's a chance he could be a Norman. Something wrong, Leela?
Not at all. Let us hurry ahead.
Right. These are the Forbidden Lands. It's like a whole other dimension.
An islet tucked away in the corner of Bifrost. The edge of the world itself. To think that this is the place.
Just who is this old-timer you met, Adol? These enemies are like no beasts or Grieger I've ever seen before. They remind me of the Walhalla dwellers spoken of in legends. Yeah!
Ah, you've arrived at last. This place is vaguely reminiscent of my homeland. Winters longer than I could hope to fathom. Summers that pass in the wink of an eye. The fleeting skies of the latter were much the same as the one we see above us. Ho, ho, ho. Quick on the uptake as ever.
This the old-timer, Adol?
As I thought, it truly is you. Rollo, my dear husband.
Huh?
Leela, how long has it been? You've suffered in countless ways on my account. And to top it off, I've grown gray and decrepit with age. I was convinced I lacked the dignity to so much as look you in the eye.
Don't be ridiculous. All this time, I assumed you were no longer of this world.
Rollo? The Rollo? We're talking about someone who lived over a century ago. Just how old are you now?
Over 140 or so, in fact, though I've long ceased keeping count. It was my unfinished business that stopped me from shuffling off this mortal coil.
Unfinished business? Actually, that reminds me. Why did you disappear after the Grieger laid waste to your country?
The Grieger? Ah, yes. You speak of the malevolent beings born of the Sea King's throne.
Pardon? Where did you get that idea?
So, you never noticed either, Leela. From here, one can witness the state of the world for what it is. The true nature of the Sea King's throne is that of the latent power within the unconscious minds of man. In particular, humanity's innate ability to forge the world around them. Take a moment to contemplate. The world, as humans know it, exists by way of human thoughts and emotions. Therefore, it is the perceptions of the people in any given time and place that compose the world. Should the world ever change, it is because the hearts and minds of man have changed.
I guess that makes some amount of sense.
But then what need was there to prepare a physical throne?
That is where my understanding ends. Perhaps the gods thought to provide man a means by which to realize his own gifts. The throne that crumbled to dust, I'd wager, was nothing more than a simple armchair.
A mere chair? If that is indeed the case, why do you say it was the throne that brought forth the Grieger?
Those who reside in the lands of Obelia Gulf are pervaded by a deep-seated conception that by no means can they effect change, or that by no means do they wish to. It is those human sentiments that comprise the deathless Grieger in their purest form.
The Grieger are caused by man?
And those feelings of being unable to change things, or having no desire to, that's what keeps him from dying?
Yes, this was as present in the nation I founded as it is in the present age. In times of peace, man wishes for his tranquil days to last in perpetuity. Conversely, in times of strife, he elects to avert his eyes and weather the storm. Although he possesses the power to forge the world, he corners himself into stagnation. Such individuals are the ones who unconsciously give rise to the Grieger.
Does that go for the trident too?
Yes, they are fundamentally the same, albeit somewhat different in origin. From the very beginning, my mother had been incapable of bearing a child. Having married into the house of the Jarl, however, failure to provide an heir would not be brooked. In her desperation, my mother called upon Loto in prayer, and at last I was conceived.
Wait, Loto?
It is the name of a god considered to be a maverick.
I was always taught never to pray to Loto.
That is because Loto is a god who engenders chaos. Some rumors even hold that it was he who drove the Normans out of their homeland.
What?
That said, there are times chaos can bring about weal just as much as it does woe. Thus do people continue to implore his aid, as had been done in eras past. It is for this reason that he is disparaged by other gods as a divine evil.
Quite so. In response to my mother's pleas, Loto implanted 3 malices into her womb. Such is the story of how I was born.
That's just...
Upon first learning of this, I resented my mother. But in retrospect, I am grateful. After all, she had been willing to go to such lengths to wish for my birth. And then, we have Leela, who awakened my inner self slumbering within the depths of my subconscious.
Rollo.
It must be acknowledged, however, that this very act is what brought about the great calamity in all of its tragedy. I am of a mind to put an end to these malices with which I am one. And quashing malice born of humanity necessitates humans of equal strength.
You wouldn't. You mustn't.
Trident, return to me. I stand before you as your true liege and master.
Stop this!
Oh, nearly lost myself there.
Rollo?
Those devils could not be vanquished at the time of the Great Calamity. I had my reasons, you see, for whiling my days away in Beevrost, the collective unconscious of humankind. My aim was to devitalize the Malices bit by bit, and at the same time...
I'm getting a vision in my head.
Those who not only confront the malice born of their unconscious, but prevail against it. It is with their futures that I cast my lot.
Did Gren just...
Conquering malice requires the strength of will and mind to envision what you aspire to, and be certain you will realize it. The key lies not in cold calculations, but rather the courage to believe in oneself, even in the absence of rational grounds. Adol, that blade you have come to acquire, the Haim's Kringla. It embodies the very courage you and your companions have gained over the course of your journey. Adol, Karja, now is the time for you to strike me down! You'll forgive me for making you a part of it.
You're on. But on one condition.
What might that be?
Leela, you play for his side.
What?
There, Grimps. This round, you and Leela get to fight as a team.
Adol. Karja.
Hell's bells! Ha! I couldn't ask for anything better! Lucky for me, the ones who made it to this isle were two stout young souls like yourselves. Leela!
Yes.
So that's your true form. A mermaid.
Adol. Karja. Thank you both.
We're really in for it now, huh? You won't go holding that against me, right?
Not a bit.
Here it is. The point our journey's been leading up to. This is one fight we can't afford to lose. Let's go, Shield brother!
Conquer the malice of this world! Try this on
We shall engage you in tandem.
Pierce through!
Go time, Karja!
Fly true!
Nice try!
Try this on for size!
Together as one! Fire and ice!
To think that after centuries, standing shoulder to shoulder like this. I'm sorry for what happened all that time ago, Leela.
You needn't give it a second thought, Leela. Adol, Karja. The two of us will come at you with every fiber of our beings.
Who's beating you all the more worth it? Right, Adol?
Get ready!
Switch! Here I go! Here I go! Trouble! You ready? Shield brethren, together!
Brace yourselves!
Are you alright, my love?
I'm managing to retain control of myself. Thanks to you. That alone, however, will not be enough to stop Rollo of the Bloody Sea. As expected, our only resort is for these two to prevail.
You've got even more left to give? Fine by us. We're in this till the end! Yeah! A massive form of great sea! Next try! Shatter! To bits!
Impressive!
My love! Shield brethren, together!
See how this treats you!
Go forth!
Georgia!
This is...
incredible.
Very amusing, Adol, Karja. To think that a lifetime spent tossed about by the whims of fate could end with an encounter against ones of your caliber. Harby. No, I'd go so far as to say Loto be praised. Now where were we? Let us make this a clash for the ages, my young, hopeful brethren!
Here we go, Adol! Glacial prison! No escape!
Try this up aside!
Dodge this! Flash ball!
No escape!
Keep up! Flash ball! Crumble!
Here I come! Take this with you!
Dodge this! Flash ball!
Nice try! Here we go, Adol!
Fire and ice! Here soon!
Try this up aside!
The power of mana! Here soon!
Try this up aside! No escape!
Move aside! Yeah! What? I gobbled that right up! Glacial prison!
Fire and ice! Here soon!
Try this up aside!
Yes! Let's!
There's nowhere to run!
Yeah! Let's get this done!
It goes through! It goes through!
Yeah!
Dodge this!
No escape!
Heed my summons! Blast off!
No ally has ever escaped my grasp alive!
Switch! Take this! Together as one!
I see all.
Try this on for size!
What? Go time, Karja!
It's time to end this! Spirits of Rebellion, gather to me!
No escape! No prey has ever escaped my grasp alive! Try this on for size!
Flee for your life!
It broke through!
It's time to end this! Here comes Short, the final stretch!
The power of mana! Here's through!
No escape!
Here goes!
To end this!
Try this on for size!
No escape! I see all!
Go time, Karja!
Dodge this!
Blast off!
Yes, left!
Dodge this!
Nowhere to run!
Blast off! How's this?
Heed my summons!
It broke through! What?
Try this on for size!
Go time, Karja!
Flee for your life!
Blast off! The power of mana! Here's through! This is tasty!
Try this on for size!
Now, my love!
Try this on for size!
Rain down!
We go, Leela!
Yes, left!
There's nowhere to run!
Thunder of War!
Let's get this done! Let's get him!
Rain down!
The page is with you!
What?
Try this on for size!
Pathetic!
Time they got what's coming to them!
Catch me!
How's this?
Excellent!
Formidable indeed.
How's that? This goes through!
Yeah!
Dodge this! Slice them!
Dodge this!
Take this! The power of mana! Here's two!
Adol!
You've done it. At last.
Is it over?
Karja. Adol. Thank you.
Mom? Elena. Could it be that her resolve materialized into those shackles through...
Her own doing, yes. By way of the world-forging gift all humans innately possess. There is yet more to her strength of will and mind. In weaving a bond between Karja and Adol, it served as a major guiding force toward this outcome.
It just goes to show. Our journey found support in all shapes and sizes. Adol! Your sword!
That sword was also your latent power. A manifestation of the potential residing in each of you. With its purpose now fulfilled, it has returned to its proper place. For so long, I have bided my time for those who could lay me low. Humans are weak, but it is for this reason that they are yet capable of much and more. Where once I regarded this quality with contempt, in the end, I do so in admiration.
Gramps.
Well, Adol, what say we conclude by revealing the answer? The contents of that emptied chest were my greatest treasure. I trust that you recall my saying this as well as the riddle I posed. That sword you were wielding, the Heimskringla, embodied your respective potentials. My greatest treasure is none other than you. You are the promise this world holds.
Rollo.
Oh. It would appear that they've finally come to whisk this old man away. The time we spent on this isle together, Adol, was nothing short of irreplaceable. And Karja, I've caused you such hardship.
Gramps.
reasonable now. I'm already 100 and... what was it again?
143 years old, my love.
Ah, yes, how could I forget? Fret not, even should we part, our bonds endure.
Are you all right?
Thank you, Leela, for letting me make the best of my life. At last, I will see for myself what wonders await in Valhalla. Adol, Karja, remember these words well. Humans can forge the world. Of this much, I am certain.
Rollo? My dearest. If you please.
Great King Rollo, founder of Norgard, go with the love and grace of the gods.
The gods, huh? Makes you wonder how Rollo felt about being at their mercy.
Not too thrilled if I had to guess. But from what I gather, the man lived a life worth commemorating. Valkyria, guide his majesty to Valhalla, to Har's hallowed halls.
Aye. He carried the weight of the world on his shoulders. An incredible old-timer through and through.
Adol, Karja. No turn of phrase could ever express the depth of my gratitude. But even still, I thank you deeply. The memory of his parting smile is one I will forever hold. That we could arrive at this closure is more than I dared hope.
Wasn't nearly enough to pay back what he's done for us, if you ask me. But on a lighter note, what's next for you, Leela?
That is yet to be decided. My simple wish is to continue keeping vigil over these lands he sought to preserve. The only question is what form that endeavor should take. Incidentally, Adol, you'll be departing soon after this, yes? Are you alright with that, Karja?
I'll admit, I considered trying to hold him up at first. But the thing is, it takes awareness to grow as a person. And you can't be aware of much unless you take the steps to learn more. Now I know that adventures are something Adol just can't go without. So I don't think tying him down will do him any favors. Not being joined at the wrist anymore will take some adjusting to. But I think this is what my mom was getting at when she let us out of her cuffs.
By that token, one could see this as your liberation as well. Now is your chance to take life by the reins, as Ilena might say.
Yeah, that's why I'm working out some plans of my own.
I see. More farewells are coming down the line, then.
Aye. But let's not start a pity party about it. Well, Adol, you're headed to Karnak first, right? Let me give you a ride. I've got some business there myself. For all of Gren and the townsfolk's efforts, they've still got a ways to go on rebuilding. Yeah, this is nothing compared to what they've already accomplished. It shouldn't be long before the passenger liner makes port. Best you join up with Dogi and Dr. Flare and shove off. That's so. Well, how's this then? Ditch the liner, and I'll take you as close to your destination as I can on the Sandras. That way, you won't have to keep to any schedules. Look, I'm the one offering, so don't think twice about it. Now get a move on, will ya? I'll be right here waiting.
Ah, Adol. I came this way directly after Lord Rollo's funeral. We owe you a great debt for your part in this whole affair. It is due to your efforts that Serenity has returned to Abelia Gulf. You've stated, however, that the Grieger are a darkness that nests within the hearts of men. There is no telling when they will resurface. Veritable curse upon humanity that they are. The world is in the hands of its people. All of us would do well to bear that in mind. Be that as it may, mankind has built its history upon its struggles throughout the ages. And the days yet to come will almost certainly be no different. Now then, much as I would like you to remain with the Balta Sea Force as the Princess's pillar of support, I believe allowing you your freedom will make the future far more storied. That is to say, I have a feeling we'll meet again someday. Somewhere. Allow me to express my gratitude. I pray from the heart that your travels be safe.
That's that then. The torch is yours from here on out.
Sure thing. Consider it a promise.
To make sure my little brother doesn't bite off more than he can chew while I'm not watching. I'll be counting on Dogi to keep an eye out in my stead. Can't just let a lodestone for trouble like you stumble from one scrape into another alone.
I'm no Norman, though, so this won't be another Shield Brethren situation.
It's certainly true that Adol might benefit from having someone of that nature along. A partner who can both encourage and admonish him as the situation demands.
Karja and the doc here could use some babysitting themselves, if you ask me.
Right then. If there's nothing else that needs taken care of, let's hoist the sails and put to sea.
Fare thee well, Karnak.
I'd very much like to return in the future, after they've fully rebuilt.
Hey, Adol. About where I'm dropping you off. Kaznan's inland from the Selsetan coast, so there's no harbor in the area. That means we'll have to shoot for the passenger liner's port of call.
Ahoy!
Was that? Those guys. Seems like every one of them's managed to find a new life goal to work toward. Not as amazing as a certain someone. I'm like them, you know? That talk with my mom back on the Ark gave me a goal of my own. To scour the seas for a place where we Normans can build a new home. To take my turn carrying on the dream she and so many others stood for. That's nobody's choice but mine, of course. Sure, it'll mean rough waters ahead of me, but seeing Rollo, the life that old-timer led, it spurred me on. Thanks. Adol? Decades from now, when I'm an old woman and you're an old man, no matter how much time goes by, we'll still be Shield brother and Shield sister. If you're in a fix, I'll rush to the rescue sure as the sun. So, whenever it comes to mind, even if it's only once in a while, come pay me a visit, okay?